Right now on Thornton360, City Council looks at the 2020-2024 Consolidated Plan. It includes federal funds for housing and community development programs. Also, we're talking about COVID-19 and current air quality. And Thornton Fire makes a unique donation to an Adams 12 program. Thornton360 starts right now. Hello and welcome to Thornton360. I'm Lisa Wilson. We begin with the latest from City Council. Council approved and authorized the submission of the 2020-2024 Consolidated Plan. It includes the 2020 Annual Action Plan for the use of Community Development Block Grant funding. These federal funds are used for housing and community development programs or projects that benefit low and moderate income residents. To receive these funds, Thornton must develop and submit a consolidated plan every 5 years, an annual action plan at the beginning of each program year, and a consolidated annual performance and evaluation report at the end of each program year. And a public hearing regarding the rezoning, overall development plan, and conceptual site plan of approximately 12 acres of land located near 143rd Place and Grant Street was continued to September 22nd. This will allow for further discussion with the applicant related to availability of city infrastructure required to serve the proposed development. Council heard 2 staff presentations at the meeting. The Finance Department gave an update on Thornton's financial revenue projections.
First table is general government, and that's the aggregate amount for the general fund and the government capital fund. So we originally budgeted our 2020 revenues at $182.4 million. And we're projecting a loss at year end of $9.4 million.
And the city manager's report included an update on the finalists to be Thornton's new police chief.
As a result of last week's 6 panels, about 30 interviewers from across the city, different strengths and backgrounds, and a lot of very useful feedback from them and insights fed into the process. And there was a huge consistency across all 6 panels on who their top choices were. There they are right there. Jeffrey Martinez, senior police officer, staffer out of Denver. Terrence Gordon, senior police leader out of Milwaukee. Steve Milet, who is currently the chief of police in Bellevue, Washington. And Ramon Batista, who used to be the chief of police until recently in Mesa, Arizona.
To see the entire City Council meeting, tune to Xfinity Channel 8 or watch in high definition on Channel 881 or anytime at thorntonco.tv. The next City Council meeting is Tuesday, September 8th at 7 p.m. For more information on that, visit gocot.net/council meetings. COVID-19 has us spending a lot of time outdoors, but the wildfires across Colorado mean smoky air quality. Joining us now, Ryan Doyle, Thornton's emergency manager. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Give me an update on the city's current response to the pandemic.
Well, let me take my mask off real quick so you can hear me better. Our COVID response has really been twofold for the city. It's been focusing internally on continuity of operations, and that's making sure that we are transitioning all employees to remote work as best we can, maintaining safety for employees when we do bring them back and in what fashion. And then 3, making sure essential functions are still happening, and that's water, trash, and make sure City Council are still meeting. And then on the response side, really, thankfully, things have slowed. We still are experiencing new cases every day. Our 10-day average is about 12.7 new cases per day. But overall, it has slowed. Our hospitals are maintaining quite well. North Suburban and St. Anthony's North are all doing quite well with their capacity levels. And then for our response side, we're focusing on testing with our fire department twice a week, supporting our external partners, Adams County, Tri-County Health, with information sharing, coordination, and things like that, making sure that they're assisting with outbreaks, when those occur in our senior living facilities or in schools. and then making sure we're utilizing CARES funding appropriately to help small businesses and really the community recover from this.
So we have a lot of wildfires in the across the state, smoky air quality. What are you seeing in regards to air quality in Thornton, and how is that compatible with your COVID response right now?
Yeah, so the current dry conditions really out here in the state, as well as the high temperatures, have really created some dangerous fire conditions in the state. We have a number of wildfires currently occurring throughout the state. We even have some of our own Thornton firefighters responding to some of those incidents. But really what that does is it really does impact air quality in the Denver metro area. And there's something known as the AQI, or the Air Quality Index, that gets reported each day. And that currently today is around 23. It's a 0 to 500 scale. And once you get above 50, that's when you're starting to experience particulates in the air and really can start impacting health. And unfortunately, COVID, it really impacts folks that might be experiencing the symptoms of COVID, or anyone that might have a pre-existing condition like asthma or a heart or lung disease of any kind. It really just impacts your ability to breathe. So what we recommend is if you do have any of those conditions and the air quality is poor, that you try to stay inside as much as you can to try and reduce your external workout or your exertion level. And really, if you can, try not to drive a gas-powered vehicle that continues to contribute to the air quality. And really, if you do that, we can hopefully, make it through these current conditions with the bad air quality and COVID at the same time.
Thornton Emergency Manager Ryan Doyle, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thornton Fire Department continues free COVID-19 testing on Tuesdays. Here's more information.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're here at the Thornton Fire Department at the COVID testing center here in Thornton. Just want to remind everybody to look on the city's website for locations, dates, and times, setting a reservation, and just trying to keep in mind the weather's beautiful, enjoy the weather, but keeping social distancing and mass safety in mind. So what we're going to do now is talk about the process when you show up. We want to have all the paperwork in order, like I said, register online. And this is how the process is going to work. You're going to pull up. Someone dressed as you see right here is going to meet you at your car. They're going to explain the procedure to you, double check a couple other items, and this is what it's going to look like. So when they ask you to remove your mask, just down to the nose will be just fine. What the swab looks like, if you want to get a little closer, it's about this long. This will be inserted into your nose, swish around for about 10 to 15 seconds. It's very uncomfortable, but that's how the testing process works. It looks something like this.
Okay, sir, go ahead and lean back. Insert this into your nose for 10 seconds. Go ahead and breathe through your mouth. Ready? Here we go. Okay, you are finished. Results are typically within 72 hours. Any questions?
No questions.
The next meeting of Thornton's Ad Hoc Committee on Equity is September 2nd via Zoom. The committee focuses on police oversight, communications and technology, amenities, and transportation. The committee is charged with reviewing these topics and developing recommendations for discussion by Thornton City Council. For more information, visit gocot.net/committee on equity. The North Metro N Line begins service on September 21st. In preparation for that upcoming September 21st opening, RTD is running test trains from 5 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week, and will sound their horns at crossings. The City of Thornton has no control over the testing process or the use of the horns. Concerns can be directed to rtddenver.com/customer comments. Thornton Fire recently donated a 2003 fire engine to the new Adams 12 Fire Science Program.
firefighting program, which I have to say I'm a little biased, is my favorite. So, extremely excited about having this program here, being able to offer our students an experience and education and training in a field that they would not otherwise be able to unless they actually apply for the job. So having this program here, along with other programs that we have, having this program here enables us, I say us because it takes a community to raise a child and to educate our students. In order for us to be able to create the best individuals that we can to introduce into the career field, we have programs such as this.
We've always had a lot of pride in our relationships here with the city and the fire department, with our school district. And when they came forward and said, hey, how about a firefighting program, we were happy we could jump on it. I appreciate the support of our city manager, Kevin Woods, and Mayor Coleman and the rest of the council for allowing us to donate this engine to the school district. We look forward to a long partnership. So thank you for being with us here today, and here's your fire engine.
We are so proud to be able to donate this engine to this new school, to be able to help our kids learn what it takes to be a firefighter. And I'm super excited that any kid who goes through this program will have the opportunity to become a firefighter. And we're hoping that they'll become firefighters in Thornton. So thank you all so much.
All right, we did it. I love it.
The new dog park at Trailwinds Park is now open. It's located in the park at 136th and Holly Street. The park offers a water source, shelter, seating, and room for dogs to run. That's it for this edition of Thornton 360. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.